Welcome back into the Pig Trail Show. I'm Evan Kamiko. That's Otis Kirk. This is the Arkansas Football Recruiting Report with Otis Kirk, of course. And we got a special guest today, Grayson Wilson, four-star quarterback, Arkansas commit. Grayson, thank you so much for joining the show.
Thank you for having me on.
So first and foremost, you just came off of a basketball state title. We'll get there in a little bit, but I want to go back to your commitment to Arkansas. What was it about Sam Pittman and his staff that led you to agreeing to come here to Fayetteville in a couple of years?
Well, it's been about a year now since I've committed, but I was the first one in the class to commit. But really, Coach Pittman and just the love that he showed towards me and my family, and he's really been he's been recruiting me for about almost 2 years, and it's really just been a fun ride, and I'm excited to get up on the hill.
So right now you're currently in baseball season. You just came off a state title in basketball. What was that basketball run like for you? And how quick was that transition to go into baseball, your third sport of the year?
Yeah, basketball was really fun. So it's a lot of, I'll be honest, we don't have a ton of guys that just play basketball. I mean, most guys play football and baseball as well, like on the team. It's a lot of football guys too. So we have a couple of guys that just play basketball, but it is really just a bunch of guys thrown together, and we've been playing together for a lot of years. I mean, since junior high. I think when I was in 8th grade and we played 8th and 9th grade, we knew we had something special. And we were able to win it this year. We got a great coach, Coach Hall. He's been at CAC for a couple of years now, and we really appreciate him. But I mean,
the last question I have before I'll turn it over to Otis is, being a 3-sport athlete, how do the other 2 sports in basketball and baseball help with some fundamentals for you in football as well as your football game overall?
Yeah, I think basketball really helps my footwork and quickness. I think it's really fast paced, a lot more fast than football and especially baseball. But I mean, it really helps you whenever just being quick, you have to react, and it's a very reactive sport, and it helps him with football, definitely.
Otis, over to you.
Grayson, you started out this thing, it was kind of Dan Enos, I guess to a degree, Kendall Browse, but then Dan Enos, then Kenny Guyton for briefly. But now you got Coach Bobby Petrino. What's your thoughts of playing for Coach Petrino? Because, I mean, we all know what his reputation as a quarterback mind is. I mean, he's second to nobody.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think there's going to be competition everywhere, and I like the QB room that they have right now. He brought in Taylon Green. I think he's a great quarterback, and I'm looking forward to this year watching him. But I'm really excited for next year, getting up there and getting to compete with all the guys. I think there's a good moral on the team right now. I'll be going up for spring practice this next Saturday, so I'll be up there, and I'll be sitting in on the meetings. I'll be watching their practice, and I'm excited for it.
I saw him play against Boonville, Evan. They had a really good team, but what a lot of people may not realize about Grayson, yes, he's a junior, but this is basically like a senior season in basketball and baseball, because he will be at Arkansas next semester, the second semester next year. So this is his last year playing those sports. There was no better way to go out in basketball. Can you do the same in baseball, Grayson?
I think we definitely have a chance. Last year, I think we lost in the semifinals.
Yeah.
We lost to Rivercrest, who ended up losing to Harding Academy in the state championship. But I mean, we have a lot of our guys back for baseball team, and it's several guys that play basketball as well. And I think at CAC, we built that winning reputation right now. We had a good football season, really great basketball season. I think we can carry it over to baseball.
Talk about the event you went to in Texas a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks ago, right off of basketball. You go down to Texas, compete in an event, got, I believe, MVP, or was it co-MVP at quarterback in that event?
There were 2 MVPs. They just called it MVP, but there were 2 of us.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what. Just talk about that event, where it was, and all that, and just the competition you had there. I know Kane was there, which is great competition in itself.
Yeah, there were quarterbacks from all over. I think most of them were from Texas. You go down there, you get most of the top Texas quarterbacks. There was the other quarterback that got the MVP. He's going to SMU, Keelan Russell. He's a great quarterback. And there was a guy there committed to Purdue and one committed to Wisconsin. And they were quarterbacks with a ton of offers, and it was great competition. The receivers were really good as well. But the coaches, they really helped us, worked with us. But it was a good experience. Yeah.
How hard? I know you threw. You told me when I was out there at Elkins that night you were still throwing the football, obviously. But how hard was it to go from straight basketball just to put to a football event that quickly and then excel at it? I mean, how'd you do that, man?
I mean, really just there's not many days that I just get to sit around and do nothing. I'm really always like today I got baseball practice at 3 o'clock. So I mean, from here, that's where I'll be going after I eat lunch. And but yeah, I throw probably 2, 3, 4 times a week usually, and work out a lot at my school. So I mean, it's a lot of, even in the off season, which is I really don't have an off season. I mean, right now I'm playing baseball as well. So yeah, it's a lot of work.
Are you recruiting pretty hard for the class of 25? I mean, for the Razorbacks recruiting other players.
Yeah, so I'm just earlier I saw a guy going on an official visit to Arkansas, and I'll be reaching out to him. I followed him. But yeah, there's several guys who I've been reaching out to. Marcus Wimberly was one of them. Again, I'm just trying to get him on board. I'll be going up for an official visit, I'm pretty sure, and he'll be there. And there will be some other guys who I'll be contacting.
Yeah, just what's your? I know what the coaches sell. I mean, what's your selling point to other recruits about Arkansas?
Really just the coaches now. I mean, that's really all you got to say with Coach Petrino, and he's brought in Coach Fausch, the wide receivers coach, and the new running back coach. I think, and then this year, I think they'll have a great year. I think recruits will want to come play, and I'm excited for it.
Well, the one thing I hear about Sam Pittman from recruits, I'm not talking about fans, but from recruits, is just to have interaction with him, extensive interaction, is his honesty, just his. It makes you feel like you're talking to somebody, even if it's your first time you met the guy. I know you've met him more than one, but recruits tell me the first time they meet him, they feel like they've known him forever. Do you get that feel too?
Yeah, he's a family guy, and my family loves him. He always gives my mom a hug every time he sees her. And but yeah, he's just very welcoming and inviting, and he's a great head coach.
Hey, Grayson, question for you. What's it going to be like this, fall? What are you going to look to work on before really getting here in Fayetteville, in the spring?
I've been working on my size. I'm about up just over 200 pounds. So, I mean, really just my size and strength, really getting as good as I can be when I first step onto campus when it comes next January.
Otis?
I will say this. I know you're talking about your size, Grayson. I was going to bring that up. I noticed the difference when I saw you play basketball that night from the first time I saw you and your dad, and I guess your mom, when you visited. I noticed you really added weight, and it looks like really good weight. I mean, but it's very noticeable, man. You've done a good job there, because I noticed that, and it was very noticeable that you've added good weight there, and that should help you. But I was really impressed with that. I meant to say that earlier. It was just you put on some good weight, and but just for the people that haven't seen you play, and I've had the good fortune of seeing you play all three sports, but what are your strengths at football? What do you do well, man?
I think I have a strong arm, but I'm very smart and intelligent. So I think I make good decisions. With good coaching comes great players, and whenever I'm coached well, I was coached well this year. I took my interception ratio down a whole lot, and I only threw 2 interceptions to 41 touchdowns. And I think when you take care of the ball, and I think there's a whole mental side of the game that people don't know about. Whenever you can see guys throw just in shorts and a t-shirt, and okay, he can throw, but then when you actually get in the film room and you get in there and start drawing up plays, it's a whole different side of the game. And I think that's where I really excel at.
How do you feel like recruiting's going for Arkansas in the 25 class?
I think it's going well. I'm not sure what they're ranked right now, but I know Carius Kern from Marion, I think that's where he committed. He's an offensive lineman. Yeah, I don't know if he'll play offense or defensive line, but he'll be on the line somewhere. Yeah. But there's some guys who have really, really reached out to the new coaching staff, and I think that's one thing that's really helped us recruiting wise in my grade.
Yeah. You, Kern, Wimberly, and the kid or two at Parkview are some of the top ones in that 25 class. I know. I mean, you guys, that's a good class, and you're right there with all of them, with any of them. Do you have very much interaction with the kids at Little Rock Parkview?
I train with them sometimes, but I mean, yeah, I train with them. That's about it.
Okay. Just Kern, have you talked to him very much?
No, I haven't gone with a visit with him, but I'm hoping I can. You know, that's what I was saying with the official visit. I'm trying to go whenever everyone's going because I don't want to. My job is to recruit as well, so I mean, I want to meet as many guys as possible.
Kern had a chance to go just about anywhere, and he chose Arkansas. That was a very impressive pickup for you guys. Just between now and the end of when baseball ends, you're getting ready for football and stuff. I mean, does it hit you that this is going to be your senior year in football next year, your last year of high school football?
I mean, yeah, I'm excited, but I feel like this year has been my senior year. I mean, it's been my senior year essentially in basketball and now baseball. But I mean, just having that semester to really mature and grow, I'm excited for it and just getting ready for college.
What are you most looking forward to do like outside of football? What should fans know about you, who you are outside of football when you get up here on the hill?
Yeah, so I fish and I play guitar. Those are two things that I do. I like being outside, whenever I get my free time, I like being outside and hanging out with my friends.
Well, there's a lot of good like outdoor areas up here that I've slowly discovered over time. So I think you'll find it really nice and fun to kind of escape a little bit when you're not playing football and not under all of the pressure and all of the lights that come with it.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to it.
Otis, anything else before we let him go?
Just real quick, are you playing pitcher and center field this year in baseball, Grayson? Is that still the positions?
Yes, sir. I don't think I'm going to pitch as much as I usually have been the last couple of years, but I'm still playing center field as well. Yes, sir.
Okay. I know that's what you played last year, I believe. I think you played center field the day I saw you because you had pitched the day before. And I saw you the game before the quarterfinals is when I saw you right before the game before you lost. Okay. No, I think that's it. I just appreciate you coming on, Grace. You've been on here 3 or 4 times. I appreciate it, man. Always great to have you on. You do a great job. And I know Evan appreciates it too, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Grayson, thank you so much for joining us. For Otis Kirk, I'm Evan Camico. Grayson, again, we cannot thank you enough for the time. We're very excited to watch you on the hill. More Pig Trail Show going to be coming up after the break.